What if I told you that the humble ginger sitting in your kitchen might be a powerful spiritual weapon, a tool so potent that ancient cultures warned of its dangers if misused? We think of ginger as a remedy for colds or a way to spice up a meal. But there's a hidden side, an almost forbidden force that could open doors you might not be ready to walk through. Imagine something so simple, yet capable of drawing in love, repelling negativity, or even stirring energies you didn't mean to invite. But here's the thing, this isn't without risk. Use it carelessly, and you might unleash consequences you didn't see coming. Curious, a little nervous maybe. Once you understand the hidden powers of ginger, you'll never look at it the same way again. Ginger isn't just a kitchen staple. It holds a place in the sacred realms of spirituality. Ancient cultures saw it as more than a root for spicing food. It was a gateway to spiritual power. Imagine ginger as a bridge between the tangible and intangible, holding energy that resonates beyond taste or aroma. People would carry it not only for its warmth, but as a reminder of something sacred they held within. They weren't just seasoning their meals, they were seasoning their lives with meaning. In many ancient practices, ginger was prized as a tool for heightening spiritual awareness. Consider how it's been used in rituals to awaken the senses and connect with deeper layers of self. It's like ginger itself has an essence that tunes the spirit, not just the palate. Ingesting it was akin to grounding one's energy, aligning the mind with purpose. The next time you reach for ginger, think of it as feeding the spirit, not just the stomach. Ginger's energy vibrates with a unique warmth, which many believe stirs something deeper within us. Imagine sipping a cup of ginger tea, feeling the heat flow through you, warming more than just your body but touching your soul. Ancient healers would tell stories of how ginger activated inner energy, making it a companion for meditation and introspection. So if you're ever feeling out of balance, a slice of ginger could be the spark to align your mind and heart. If you think about it, ginger is a tool, an ally for the mind and spirit alike. It's not a coincidence that monks and mystics throughout history incorporated it into their daily routines. Picture a wise sage handing you a piece of ginger, hinting at its powers, not saying much but knowing you'll discover it on your own. For anyone seeking more than just a flavor, ginger offers that unspoken promise, spiritual awakening in a simple, earthy form. It might sound far-fetched, but ginger's spiritual potency has even been tied to helping people connect with higher realms of thought. Imagine using ginger in a ritual, where each slice cut represents something you wish to release. Cultures that revered ginger believed it could open pathways to understanding and clarity, making it a powerful companion for anyone on a spiritual journey. A root so humble, yet so revered, it makes one wonder, what else is it hiding? In times of uncertainty or doubt, people turn to ginger as a stabilizing force. A piece of ginger in one's pocket was said to ground a person, bringing them back to themselves. Imagine holding a small piece while feeling the roughness against your fingers and finding an anchor in its simplicity. For those struggling with indecision, ginger offered a sense of direction, a reminder to trust oneself and one's instincts. It's like a compass, but for the spirit. Ginger also plays a unique role as a protective agent for one's spiritual path. Many believed that carrying ginger would ward off negative energies or ill intentions. Think of it as a spiritual shield, a way to protect your energy and intentions. Imagine placing ginger in your home, knowing it acts as a silent guardian. It's not a magic spell, but rather a tangible gesture of spiritual self-care, grounding you while fending off what doesn't serve. In moments of spiritual growth, ginger was often used as a supportive tool, almost like a friend. Its energy is said to provide warmth during cold times of self-reflection or change. Picture a winter night and with a cup of ginger tea in hand, reflecting on life's challenges. The heat from the tea warming not just your body but giving you courage to face inner truths. Ginger was seen as an aid, a gentle nudge to keep going. It's fascinating how something so small can hold such weight in spiritual practices. But when you think about it, doesn't every powerful tool come in humble packaging? The ancient sages saw ginger as a link to both the physical and spiritual. Imagine this root passed down through generations, carrying whispers of wisdom with it. Each use, a step closer to enlightenment. Each sip, a reminder of something greater. There's an allure to ginger that goes beyond its earthy taste and pungent aroma. It's almost as if ginger is a guide, silently encouraging us to look within and seek answers. A bit of it here and there, and we're reminded of the importance of staying rooted. Imagine taking a moment to appreciate the flavor, acknowledging the gift it brings to body and soul. For the mindful, ginger is an invitation to explore the depths of self-awareness. Ginger as a spiritual weapon. Maybe it's not about weaponizing at all, but rather harmonizing. What ancient cultures may have known, we're just beginning to rediscover. Ginger, in its quiet potency, might be showing us that true power is subtle, deeply rooted, and waiting for us to recognize it. Ginger has long been seen as more than just a healer. It's a purifier, clearing both body and spirit. Imagine burning a piece of dried ginger, its smoke rising and sweeping away negativity around you. Ancient cultures trusted ginger to protect their homes, believing it could shield against harm. Today, that tradition carries on in small ways, like adding a bit to your bath to wash off the day. There's something almost magical about ginger's ability to cleanse. In purification rituals, ginger plays a role that's both simple and profound. People have used it in teas or baths, trusting its warmth to dissolve stagnant energy. Imagine preparing a ginger tea with intent, each sip clearing your mind and heart of burdens. This isn't just a drink, it's a ritual, a way to connect with the idea of renewal. The simplicity of ginger makes it powerful, a quiet protector always within reach. If you've ever felt weighed down by a room's atmosphere, ginger might be the spiritual broom you need. Try boiling a few slices, letting the scent rise and permeate the air. It's an age-old practice to clear spaces energetically. In places with heavy energy, ginger offers an inexpensive yet profound method for creating a fresh start. Just like that, it sweeps away what doesn't serve, leaving room for something new. It's like hitting refresh on the spirit. Some say that ginger attracts good fortune, acting as a magnet for positive energy. Imagine carrying a small piece of ginger in your pocket or purse, almost like a personal charm. The next time you feel like you need a bit of luck, that small piece can remind you of its silent protective presence. It's not about the superstition, but about the energy you bring into your day. This little root can be a daily, subtle source of reassurance. Many healers recommend using ginger to prepare a protective bath. Imagine adding freshly grated ginger to warm water, immersing yourself in its vibrant, purifying embrace. The warmth is believed to shield against external negativity, providing an invisible cloak of protection. For those facing challenging situations, this simple ritual can be grounding. A bath in ginger water, they say, makes one ready to face the world again. Ginger can even be placed by doorways to ward off unwanted energies, a tradition rooted in belief and practice. Imagine placing small slices of ginger near your front door, like tiny sentries keeping watch. This simple act, though subtle, sets the intention that only positivity may enter. It's a quiet but intentional gesture, creating a buffer between you and the outside world. Ginger becomes your silent guard, maintaining the sanctity of your space. In some cultures, ginger is burned as incense, especially in moments of transition or change. The smoke is said to carry away negative influences, lifting the spirit in the process. Picture lighting a piece of dried ginger, watching the smoke swirl and dissipate, taking with it anything unaligned. This isn't just about the senses, it's about the spirit, a cleansing ritual that connects with something ancient. You're literally burning away the unwanted, making room for the new. Ginger has been used to cleanse personal objects too, almost like a spiritual reset button. Imagine using a ginger-infused water to wipe down items that you hold dear, clearing away any energy left by others. It's like starting fresh with each item, restoring them to your own energy field. For those who work with sacred tools or meaningful belongings, ginger acts as a purifying touch, a simple, gentle way to claim what's yours. In times of illness or weakness, ginger is known to strengthen both body and aura. Ancient healers would recommend ginger to fortify the spirit, building resilience against negative influences. Imagine drinking ginger tea daily, not only for your body, but for a sense of inner protection. It's a ritual of strength, a way to build fortitude against the challenges you face. With each sip, you're not just healing, you're fortifying. For those who feel energetically drained, ginger's purifying qualities can bring fresh vitality. Try soaking in a bath with ginger oil after a long day, allowing it to wash away any lingering negativity. This isn't just self-care, it's a spiritual reset, a way to protect your energy. As you soak, feel the stress leaving your body, and sense a lightness return. Ginger purifies as it protects, grounding you back to your center. Ultimately, ginger teaches that protection is often subtle, built into daily rituals. It doesn't have to be loud or complex to be powerful. Sometimes it's just about being consistent. Imagine adding ginger into small aspects of your life. A tea here, a bath there, a peace by the door. Bit by bit, you're crafting a life imbued with intention, surrounded by an unseen layer of protection. And with ginger by your side, purification feels as natural as breathing. Now, I want to hear from you. Did you already know about this spiritual side of ginger? Or is the idea of using it as a mystical tool completely new to you? Drop a comment below and let me know if you've ever used ginger in any unique way. I'm curious to hear. Ginger, in its humble form, carries deep symbolic meaning in various religious and spiritual practices. In Hinduism, it represents strength and vitality, a symbol that goes beyond physical resilience to embody inner resolve. Imagine a ceremony where ginger is offered, honoring the spirit's power to endure. It's not just a root, but a representation of unwavering strength, one that people draw upon in moments of challenge. Ginger here is much more than spice. It's a spiritual emblem. Esoteric traditions see ginger as a tool to amplify one's spiritual well-being, a booster for inner energy. It's often placed on altars or used in rituals to elevate the frequency of the space. Picture a meditation setup with a small bowl of ginger, silently aiding focus and grounding. This isn't superstition. It's an ancient practice of channeling intention through simple elements. Ginger, in this sense, becomes a silent partner in spiritual growth. In many ceremonies, ginger serves as a reminder of the strength within, a symbol to fortify the mind and spirit. Some believe that consuming ginger before a ritual helps in grounding and amplifying presence. Imagine monks and seekers chewing on a small piece before meditation, preparing themselves for a deeper experience. This act, though small, is layered with meaning. It's a commitment to harness one's inner power. Ginger, thus, becomes a gateway to heightened awareness. Symbolically, ginger is linked to fire, a representation of transformation and purification. In Hindu pujas, for instance, offerings of ginger may accompany prayers for renewal and courage. Picture a sacred fire with ginger placed nearby, an acknowledgement of the flame within us all. Ginger's fiery nature isn't just literal, it's metaphorical, inspiring us to keep our inner spark alive. This simple root reminds us of the power to transform from within. In Buddhist traditions, ginger tea is often served to calm the mind and align the spirit. It's a simple yet profound gesture, as the tea connects monks and practitioners with a sense of grounding. Imagine sitting in silence, hands wrapped around a warm cup, feeling both body and mind settle. This isn't just tea. It's a mindful ritual that enhances meditation and inner peace. Ginger, in this context, becomes a quiet guide to balance and focus. Ginger also holds a place in shamanic practices, where it's used to bridge the physical and spiritual realms. Shamans may use ginger to cleanse and prepare themselves before connecting with higher energies. Picture a shaman sprinkling ginger powder around a sacred space, creating a circle of protection and connection. This act is more than tradition. It's a profound way to honor the energy of the root. Ginger here becomes a sacred boundary, a conduit to the divine. In Ayurveda, ginger is valued not only for its healing qualities but as a tool to balance one's doshas, or energy types. Ayurveda teaches that ginger restores harmony within, nurturing one's unique constitution. Imagine using ginger to find balance on a challenging day, sipping ginger tea to calm or invigorate depending on need. This isn't just about flavor, it's about alignment with one's energy. Through ginger, the spirit finds equilibrium. Ginger's symbolism extends to its use in sacred baths, particularly in African and Caribbean traditions. Spiritual baths with ginger are believed to cleanse and protect, a physical act with deep spiritual intent. Imagine preparing a ginger bath, watching as the warm water releases its essence, feeling layers of tension melt away. These rituals aren't just about cleansing the body, they're about purifying the spirit. Ginger becomes a vessel for renewal. In some cultures, ginger is offered to deities as a token of respect and gratitude. Placing ginger on an altar is seen as a gesture of devotion, an acknowledgement of the strength received from higher powers. Picture a humble offering of ginger, carefully placed as a sign of reverence. This act symbolizes the human connection to something greater, a spiritual anchor in daily life. Ginger, small as it may be, becomes a bridge to the divine. Ginger's role in these traditions speaks to its versatility as a sacred tool. Whether ingested, burned, or offered, it serves as a reminder of resilience and connection to the spirit. Imagine ginger as a companion in your own rituals, a simple way to connect with ancient practices. Through its symbolism, ginger invites us to honor our own strength, to carry on traditions that resonate deeply. And with each use, we're reminded of its quiet power. Through religious and symbolic use, ginger teaches us that spirituality doesn't always require grandeur. Sometimes, it's the small, humble things, like a piece of ginger, that carry the most profound meaning. Imagine incorporating ginger into your personal practices, finding strength in its simplicity. In a world of distractions, ginger reminds us of the beauty in grounding ourselves. And perhaps that's its true gift, a quiet invitation to explore our spirit. Ginger has a unique place in magic, balancing both light and dark aspects, depending on the intention behind its use. In white magic, ginger is often used to attract love, prosperity, and good fortune, qualities everyone seeks. Imagine holding a piece of ginger in a small ritual, focusing on welcoming love into your life. Its energy is warm, inviting, like an old friend who wants only the best for you. But ginger doesn't just grant wishes, it requires clear intent. In love magic, ginger can be a catalyst, sparking passion and enhancing attraction. Picture adding a dash of ginger to your cooking, setting the intention to welcome more love into your life. Some practitioners believe ginger heightens romantic energy, making it a favorite for love potions and spells. It's like an aromatic whisper, a subtle but powerful way to draw love closer. Yet, as with all magic, intention is everything. For those seeking prosperity, ginger plays a role in manifesting abundance and success. Many believe that carrying ginger in a purse or pocket brings good luck, especially in financial matters. Imagine keeping a small piece of ginger near your work area as a quiet charm to support your goals. Ginger is seen as a wealth magnet, attracting prosperity through its bold, grounded energy. It's a reminder that abundance often begins with a strong foundation. But ginger's magic isn't just about the light. It can also be wielded in darker, more complex ways. In some traditions, ginger is used in protective magic with a bit of an edge, aimed at keeping negative forces at bay. Picture placing ginger around your space as a subtle barrier, a silent way to repel unwanted energies. In this role, ginger isn't inviting, it's standing guard. Its fiery essence here acts as a warning, not an invitation. In darker magic practices, ginger's power is sometimes harnessed to exert influence or even exact revenge. It's believed that ginger's intense energy can be focused for strong, sometimes aggressive outcomes. Imagine someone using ginger in a binding spell, directing its heat to keep a harmful influence at a distance. This is where ginger's role becomes complex, a reminder that every action in magic has consequences. It's not a tool to be used lightly. Ginger's dual role highlights the importance of responsibility in magic. Like fire, it can warm or burn, depending on how it's handled. For those new to magical practices, ginger teaches that one must respect the balance of energies. Imagine a mentor warning a novice to understand ginger's strength before using it in spells. This isn't just about caution. It's about understanding the line between light and dark. In protective magic, ginger is often combined with other herbs to create powerful shields against negativity. Imagine a sachet filled with ginger, sage, and rosemary, tucked under a pillow or worn as a charm. This mixture is believed to amplify the protective qualities, creating a personalized barrier against harm. In this role, ginger is like a spiritual warrior, lending its strength to fortify one's defenses. It's a potent ally for those who need it. Yet, ginger's duality in magic is also a lesson in moderation and control. In the wrong hands or with unclear intent, its potency can lead to unintended effects. Imagine using ginger without fully understanding its power, only to experience unexpected consequences. It's a reminder that magic isn't just about action, but awareness and wisdom. Ginger's power demands respect, urging us to approach with mindfulness. For practitioners of white magic, Ginger serves as a beacon for positive change, always returning energy back to the user. It's said that what you give with ginger, you receive in kind, like a karmic exchange. Picture using ginger in a ritual for gratitude, focusing on the good things you wish to attract. This isn't just about wish fulfillment, it's about alignment with positive energy. Ginger, here, encourages a cycle of giving and receiving. The dual role of ginger in magic speaks to its inherent strength. It's adaptable, yet uncompromising. Whether attracting or repelling, ginger carries a focused energy that doesn't waver. Imagine approaching ginger with humility, recognizing its ability to bring both blessings and lessons. It's not a casual ingredient, but a powerful force within spiritual practices. With ginger, one learns the balance of creation and protection. Ultimately, ginger in magic is a teacher, showing that every action has depth and every intention carries weight. This humble root asks for respect, reminding practitioners to wield it wisely. Whether used in love spells or protective barriers, ginger brings forth the truth that magic is as complex as the human spirit. And perhaps that's the most powerful magic of all, the wisdom to use our tools with reverence and care. Ginger isn't just a spiritual or magical tool. It's also a culinary powerhouse with a reputation for health benefits that date back centuries. From teas to stir-fries, ginger's versatility makes it a favorite in kitchens around the world. Imagine adding a touch of ginger to a dish, not only for its flavor but for its warming energy. It's as if this humble root knows exactly how to bring comfort and vitality to our meals. Ginger, here, is both a delight for the taste buds and a gift for the body. In cooking, ginger adds a distinctive kick, a hint of spice that livens up any dish. Think of the flavors in a classic Asian stir-fry, where ginger and garlic come together to create something vibrant and unforgettable. For many, a pinch of ginger transforms a simple recipe into a comforting, aromatic experience. It's a reminder that food can be healing, not just physically but emotionally. A little ginger goes a long way in nourishing both body and soul. Asian cuisines, especially in Chinese and Indian cultures, use ginger as a staple for flavor and wellness. Picture a bowl of ginger-infused broth on a cold day, warming you from the inside out. It's more than a meal. It's a tradition of self-care that generations have relied on. In these cuisines, ginger isn't just an ingredient, it's a way of life. The root becomes a thread that connects food with holistic health. In teas, ginger serves as a natural remedy for common ailments, especially for digestion and nausea. Imagine sipping ginger tea after a heavy meal, feeling it calm your stomach and ease any discomfort. This isn't just an old wives' tale. Science backs ginger's ability to aid digestion and reduce bloating. It's a simple yet powerful remedy that's as close as your kitchen cabinet. For those seeking natural wellness, ginger is a trusted ally. Ginger tea is also popular for soothing cold symptoms, offering relief from sore throats and congestion. Imagine brewing a hot cup of ginger tea with honey and lemon, a go-to remedy when you're under the weather. The heat, combined with ginger's natural properties, clears the airways and comforts the throat. This is ginger's magic in everyday life, a reminder of nature's pharmacy. It's both simple and effective, bringing ease in moments of discomfort. Beyond teas and soups, ginger has carved its place in sweets and desserts. Imagine the warmth of gingerbread cookies during the holiday season, filling the house with their sweet, spicy aroma. Ginger doesn't just add flavor, it adds nostalgia, a connection to fond memories and traditions. In desserts, it balances sweetness with a hint of spice, creating flavors that linger. With ginger, even the simplest treat becomes something special. Medicinally, ginger has been studied for its anti-inflammatory properties, offering relief for joint pain and inflammation. For those with arthritis, ginger is often recommended as a natural supplement to ease pain. Imagine adding ginger to your daily routine, not just for taste but for long-term health benefits. This isn't just about flavor. It's about supporting the body with each small step. Ginger, here, becomes part of a lifestyle of wellness. Ginger is also celebrated for its role in boosting immunity, especially in preventive health practices. Imagine starting your day with a ginger shot, or adding fresh ginger to a smoothie, giving your body a natural boost. Many believe that ginger strengthens the immune system, helping the body ward off infections and illness. It's a preventative approach, one rooted in wisdom and consistency. With ginger, Health becomes something you cultivate daily. In European cooking, ginger is often paired with meats, enhancing the flavors and aiding in digestion. Imagine a holiday roast with a touch of ginger, its spice adding depth and richness to the dish. For chefs, ginger is a way to bring warmth and complexity to flavors, a nod to its ancient culinary roots. It's a reminder that cooking is an art that also cares for the body. With ginger, meals become a nourishing experience. Ginger's culinary versatility also makes it a favorite in marinades, sauces, and even cocktails. Picture a refreshing ginger cocktail on a summer day, with just enough spice to make it interesting. In sauces, it brings balance and brightness, a way to cut through rich or oily flavors. This adaptability makes ginger a beloved ingredient in both food and drink. It's as though ginger knows how to blend in and stand out wherever it's used. Ultimately, ginger's role in cooking and medicine speaks to its adaptability and wisdom. It's a root that doesn't just nourish but teaches us the art of balance, of taking care in ways big and small. Whether in a hearty stew or a healing tea, ginger reminds us that health is both flavorful and intentional. It's a reminder to approach wellness not as a chore, but as a delicious, ongoing journey. And with ginger, that journey feels grounded and wholesome. Though ginger is celebrated for its benefits, some cultures approach it with caution, seeing it as a root that requires respect. There's an understanding that ginger's potent energy can have unintended effects if misused. Imagine using ginger with little thought, only to find it brings intensity where calm is needed. This isn't about fear, but about awareness. Ginger may be common, but it carries a certain power that must be honored. In spiritual practices, ginger is believed to be powerful enough to backfire if intentions aren't clear. Some traditions warn that using ginger in certain rituals, especially without guidance, can bring unexpected results. Imagine setting an intention for peace yet feeling overly energized or anxious afterward. This is why, as they say, ginger is not to be taken lightly. A root with such strong energy demands mindfulness in its use. Some cultures discourage the use of ginger in rituals during particular times, like phases of the moon or personal low-energy days. This belief comes from the idea that ginger amplifies whatever energy it encounters. Picture someone using ginger during a restless period, only to feel even more unsettled. In these cases, ginger might act like fuel on a fire, intensifying rather than calming. Timing, then, becomes crucial in using ginger wisely. A common taboo is consuming ginger in excess, especially for those prone to heat-related ailments. Traditional Chinese medicine, for instance, views ginger as a warming food that can disrupt the body's balance if overused. Imagine someone who's naturally warm-natured adding ginger to every meal, eventually feeling overheated or agitated. This isn't superstition. It's a reminder that balance is key in all things, even with ginger. In spiritual practices, some people avoid ginger if they're in a heightened emotional state, as it may amplify those feelings. Imagine a person going through a rough time who turns to ginger, only to feel their emotions intensify rather than ease. Here, ginger might not offer comfort. Instead, it can deepen what's already present. This caution teaches that ginger aligns with one's energy. Use it mindfully when stability is needed. Another cautionary belief warns against using ginger in magic without grounding intentions, as its energy may run wild. Imagine someone attempting a love spell with ginger, but failing to set a clear intention, leading to unpredictable effects. This is why some traditions pair ginger with grounding herbs to stabilize its energy. It's a lesson that intention and balance must come first in any practice. Ginger's power, unchecked, can be as chaotic as it is potent. In some circles, ginger is considered too intense for children or those new to spiritual work. Beginners might start with gentler herbs to learn about energy work before incorporating ginger. Imagine a novice overwhelmed by ginger's fiery essence, feeling unsettled rather than inspired. This root, though simple, holds complexity that requires experience to wield fully. It's a plant that asks for respect and gradual introduction. For those in healing professions, there's a belief that ginger shouldn't be used on clients without clear permission. Some believe that ginger's energy may interact strongly with a person's aura, bringing unexpected shifts. Imagine a healer using ginger on someone unprepared, who then experiences emotional or energetic turbulence. This isn't fear-mongering. It's a respectful boundary to ensure ginger is only shared with full awareness. Some believe that ginger should be avoided in certain rituals involving the dead, as its alive energy can disrupt the peace of the departed. Imagine a ceremony honoring ancestors where ginger's vitality feels intrusive rather than comforting. In this context, ginger's liveliness is seen as inappropriate, even disrespectful. This taboo reminds us that different energies have their place and that ginger, with its fiery nature, may not belong everywhere. Interestingly, ginger is also avoided by some during introspective practices where calm and stillness are desired. It's believed that ginger's energy may stir up inner thoughts rather than quieting them. Imagine a meditation practice meant for peace, but feeling inner restlessness instead, all due to ginger's influence. This is where ginger's dual nature becomes evident. It's not always grounding, but can sometimes be activating. In the end, ginger's taboos highlight a universal truth. Even natural gifts have boundaries. Using ginger with respect is not about superstition, it's about harmony, understanding the right place and time. Whether in cooking, healing, or spiritual work, ginger teaches us to approach with humility. It's a reminder that power isn't just about potency, but about discernment. And with ginger, that discernment is what transforms its use from mere habit to mindful ritual. So after all this, are you ready to unlock the true potential of ginger? Think about it. This simple root has been hiding in plain sight, holding secrets that could transform your approach to health, spirituality, and personal power. But remember, with every powerful tool comes responsibility. Are you ready to wield ginger with the respect it deserves? To explore its abilities in protection, purification, and even love, but also to heed its warnings? Maybe it's time to experiment mindfully, seeing how even a sip of ginger tea can bring warmth to both body and spirit. What's your take on ginger now? Ready to try adding a piece to your next ritual, or using it in a way that goes beyond the everyday? If you're curious to dive deeper into mystical knowledge and natural tools like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's a world of ancient wisdom waiting, and this is just the beginning. Ginger has only opened the door. Are you stepping through?